Hello, it's Jenna here. Welcome to my YouTube channel, which is all about faith art journaling. So using mixed media art journaling in our relationship with God, for praise, for prayer, for worship. Today, I am going to be showing you a technique that I use in my art journaling for image transfer. So transferring an image from a magazine or a newspaper onto your page using packing tape, so ordinary clear sellotape. So I hope you're going to enjoy that. Please don't forget to subscribe, because the next video that I post here will be showing you a page where I actually use some of the images that I have transferred in this video. Hope you enjoy. Here we go. So I have a stash of magazine images here that I'm going to use, and this is my packing tape, which is quite a nice wide clear sticky tape, just normal sellotape type tape. I think I picked this up at a market, local market somewhere, but any clear tape will do. As you can see, I am applying the tape over the magazine image on the section of the image that I want to transfer to the tape. So I'm kind of thinking about that strip that I'm covering with the tape, because that's what we're going to get for our final image. So you can see I'm doing a kind of diagonal patch here of ferns that I like the look of. So I'm not covering the whole page, although you could do that, I guess. I'm just selecting bits that I like the look of. And I'm particularly looking for bits that have plenty of white space in them, because this will end up being transparent or semi-transparent on the eventual image transfer. With this one, because I want the whole of the church image, I'm overlapping the tape slightly, 3 pieces of tape I think, over that image. And the same again with this this tile with this boat on, I'm overlapping the tape so that I'm going to transfer all of that image. So you get the idea. I'm quite interested to see how these windows turn out, because I'm hoping that the white area of window pane will be transparent, so I will be able to put a background or an image behind the tape when it's all done, and that will still show through. So now I've done all the images that I want, I am burnishing the tape, which is basically to get some really good contact between the tape and the image. So you could do that with the scissor handles as I'm using, or I used a credit card, or you could use a bone folder. And then I'm roughly cutting out or tearing around the taped area. So we are not having the whole magazine page to move forward with, but just the selected area that we've stuck the tape to. Otherwise it all gets a bit out of hand. I mean, you could go on to soak the whole thing, but I'm doing this to cut them down to manageable sizes. Or you can just tear them, to be honest, as well, if you're careful. So yeah, really applying some pressure to this tape to ensure that it's really well stuck down, because if you have any little bubbles or folds, then the image will not transfer onto those areas, which, to be honest, isn't completely the end of the world. So don't panic if you do get something, because those little imperfections can actually be quite nice in mixed media work sometimes. So the next stage is to take your taped images and soak them in a bowl of water and leave it for, I think I left these for a really long time actually, because I happened to go off and do something else, but probably about 15 minutes and you could come back and have a go. And now the magic happens. You peel off the paper magazine and you're left with the image on the tape, if that makes sense. So you're removing all the paper, all the pulp from the magazine and left with the packing tape with the image magically transferred onto it. And the more of this pulp that you can remove from the back, the more transparent your image is likely to be. So it's good to do a good job. I'm showing you again. Just literally peel it off. Now, some of them will peel off better than others. Some will come off in one lovely strip. Others, a bit like this one, you're going to have to use your nails and kind of rub at it until you've got all those little bits off, which can take a little while really, but you can get there in the end. And if you're struggling, it's sometimes a good idea just to stick it back in the bowl and leave it for another 10 minutes or so, and you can kind of peel it off in layers. You kind of get the first layer of magazine off, and then if you soak it some more, you can get some more of that pulp off. So here they are. This is the finished result, and I'm showing you, I'm placing them on top of a ready-made background in my journal to show you, hopefully, how some of that background is still peeping through. Can you see it? You can still see the green of the fern, stenciled fern leaf through the tape. Now that was a bit of old music paper. It wasn't a magazine image at all, and that transferred really beautifully. I absolutely love that. That is the boat where we overlapped the tape, so we've got a bigger area there. And hopefully you can see how the background is shining through, and that is giving you some inspiration of how you could use these images, like this little window here, to create a focal point on your journal page. They're still a little bit sticky, but I would stick them down with some matte medium or some Mod Podge or something to give them a bit of a better adhesion when I'm doing it for real. I'm just doing this to show you here. So I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. I shall be using some of this image transfer tape in my next 10-minute trusting on Tuesday. So make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can keep up to date with the next videos. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon.